The first game we're going to talk about is Bishop Connolly at Bishop Stang, and that's happening at 10:15 on Thursday. And not really a stellar season for either team, although they are making some strides over at Bishop Connolly. Laurie, what are your thoughts on this game?
Bishop Connolly is probably having one of their better years. They're 4-5 this year. Although it seems like Stang over the last 5 years has really dominated Connolly. They've won all 5 Thanksgiving Day games by scores of 174-36 overall. Connolly, they have a guy, running back, Delgado, who's had 6 touchdowns in the last 3 games. But you know a little bit about their quarterback, right?
Well, I know his name is Davis Wright. They've struggled a little bit too. They had one big blowout game, and that was against a team that hadn't scored a point all year in 7 games or 6 games.
It should be evenly matched, though. I mean, Stang had a great showing last week against Voke. A real gutsy game, and they almost pulled that one off. It took Voke a last-second touchdown to win that one. And
it's all about the competition too. Bishop Connolly went into the Mayflower League this year, and the Mayflower League is not really strong by football standards. It's not nearly as strong as the EAC. And Stang played. Their only win is against Bourne of the SCC.
Yes.
And that was 15-6, and that was a big win for them at that point. And the funny thing is they're coming into this game in the same position as they were a year ago, with 1 win. They were coming off a tough loss the game before Thanksgiving, and they ended up burying.
I think it was
Bishop Connolly.
What was the score to that one? 37-8.
I believe it was 37-8. And I just think that they've had a lot of frustrating losses. Mm-hmm. They've been blown out a few times, but the one at Volk was a prime example.
Yeah, of a close game that they were in, and they just couldn't.
They lost in the last 30 seconds. A touchdown. So I look for them if they have not had a player score multiple touchdowns this year in any game.
Now, I know that they're just averaging 7.8 points per game, and they've only scored 10 touchdowns this season. So offense has been a struggle, all season for them.
It's been a struggle on both sides of the ball, but if they had managed to score a couple of touchdowns more, they may have won 2 games, instead of 1.
Yeah.
It's probably a toss-up, and you would have to say the Bishops are going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, you figure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Hedging your bets there.
Well, I think all eyes, for Stang fans are going to be on Tyler Diedrich. He was the running back who came into this year as their featured back after being injured most of last year, and then they moved him over to quarterback to replace Coffey. I'm not sure exactly at what point during the season, but I know he's been the quarterback the last few games. Yeah,
I think he took over about 4 games ago, and he is not a passing quarterback. He's a runner, and they want to get the ball in his hands. And what he does is he takes it and he rolls right or left, or he hands off to Seamus Gallagher.
Yeah,
that's their offense.
He has a solid year, too.
Well, let's get your picks for this game. Bishop Connolly at Bishop Stang. Laurie?
I would say Bishop Stang 10, Bishop Connolly 7.
I would say Bishop Stang 20, Bishop Connolly 6. Stang 20-6.
All right. So that'll be Bishop Connolly at Bishop Stang at 10:15 on Thursday morning.